Ewela, Ndawe, Makosi, Khanya, Khanye. Welcome. It's Tuesday live session. Welcome to Tuesday live session where we're talking about spiritual things that we're dealing with as spiritual people. And hope you're doing well. How are you guys? Anyway, I won't call you Abu Gog. I have to stop calling you guys and call you by your names. You know, the rightful names, Mukulus and the Gogos. Anyway, yes, just burn my incense. And I'm ready. And I'm ready for you guys. Let's see what's happening here. All right. So we'll wait. And I'll play Mbira while waiting for everyone, for people to start relaxing and talk. You know, like as we tend to do on Tuesday, live session, talking about things that we're dealing with as spiritual people. Okay, I'm playing, while I'm waiting for you guys to start talking, I'll be playing Mbira in the meantime. Okay, practicing Mbira. Because I can't say I'm playing it like I know what I'm doing, guys. I'm getting there. So, to open this live session, let me just start. Open. Hey, we're getting all that. We are hanging, guys. We need to hang, right? We need to hang and relax. Okay, there I was going crazy a bit there, but... I'm getting in the mood. Yeah? Bumakosi, the Makosis. So you guys can relax, and as well I can relax. Now my spirit is set alight. I'm begging, and I'm about to khanisa you guys there. All right, what's happening here? Why is this not working now? This one is disappointing me now. Let's see. Okay, live session. Oh, okay, I see where I've got it wrong. All right, okay. All right, where do I start? Ralocha, Florence, Ralocha. I keep dreaming of naked person. Please help. Florence, you need to explain how that naked person is appearing in your dream and what you're doing there and where are you. Because remember, guys, anyway, let me greet you first before I get into this. Lindy, Makosi. What was that? Togoza, Richard. Okay, Florence there. All right. It was my little brother. He was sleeping with opened door room, and I was passing, and I looked in this room and saw his private parts. Very weird, I know. Then second time I was in a taxi, and I was naked. Okay, now let's talk about the where did I put the notes for the naked dreams? Let me just get to the Sutu bit. And then to the suit. I'll go from Sutu, and then because I was meant to do that one. I meant to do a video about being naked. Lipunu! Being naked in dreams. Anyway, I'll read it in Sutu, right? And I'll try in English, and then I'll get back to Florence. But remember that naked is got there are too many reasons why you see people being naked. Remember that. Now I'll start in Sotho, right? And then I'll convert it to English so that we'll get into it. This is about when you see someone naked. Okay, when you see yourself naked in dreams, right? Or you see someone naked. Why are we seeing ourselves naked? Right? I'm speaking in Sotho now. I'll convert it to English afterwards. Right? Like la motho era gore re bona se sengwe ebeng re sa tshwana go se bona re sa tshwana go se bona rena ka go rena like we become aware of something that we're not aware of, therefore it is becoming obvious to us, right? To our consciousness. All right, too many things why you see someone being naked or why you will be naked in dreams, right? Remember that it will be Sotho and English afterwards. Right? To become cleansed. We take our clothes off to become cleansed, right? When we are crazy, mentally not right. Some people, you will take clothes off when we are mentally not right, right? Like we will take clothes off, like excuse me, around people. We take off our clothes when we are sick, right? When we are sick, sometimes because due to heat, you're feeling too hot and stuff like that, or you take off the clothes so that you become what? You start feeling better. Maybe the clothes were becoming too heavy for you. Remember that I want to take you to the metaphor of being naked, to the metaphoric side of things. But then I have to explain things to you first. When we are having sex, a lot of us will take clothes off so that we are naturally naked to do the deed. I have to remember this live session is serious stuff. I have to remember not to do the gossiping bit. Okay? When we are alone, sometimes you take and you want to be free, you will take your clothes off, like you just want to relax. Some people will just relax, take your clothes off and be there. Right? So all these things you have to do when you are naked in your dreams. You have to start looking around you. Where are you when you are naked? When you see yourself naked, is that place where you are a place that you're supposed to be naked in? Obviously, if you are naked somewhere, you can tell. I mean, we talk about physically, like in real life. Where you are naked, you know that I'm naked here and I'm not supposed to be naked here. Or I'm naked here, oh, I'm blending in with everyone, right? That is how it will be. Okay. What is happening there? Okay. 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 Or now look at your intentions. Your intentions, are they okay now? Are you okay mentally? Are you okay when you see yourself naked? Are you okay mentally in your dreams? Wherever you are in that dream, mentally, do you see yourself as being okay? It will tell you, right? That is being naked in dreams. Okay. Okay. Which one is this one? That's just the end of it. So the main important thing is that when you see yourself naked, right? When you see yourself naked, it means that there's something that you're not aware of that is being shown to you now. You are being made aware of something, right? When you see yourself naked. But then you have to ask yourself question, are you naked because you in that dream? Were you naked because you saw yourself, you were overheating, feeling hot and stuff like that, or you feeling sick and stuff like that in the dream, right? Or are you naked because of, you can tell in the dream that obviously you're naked and the way you were going around in that dream, you were not mentally right in the dream. It will show you in the dream. Or were you naked in that dream because you know that you were doing the deed or you are about to do the deed, right? In the dream, you know that. Or are you naked in that dream because you are, what they say, for cleansing. A lot of us, sometimes when you finish, sometimes when you receive spirit and stuff like that, sometimes they sometimes tend to show that when you finish cleansing, they will show you that they will taking you somewhere to cleanse you. Then you see yourself like being naked, like about to be like seeing yourself from naked and being dressing up. Obviously, you're just coming out of the bath. It's symbolic. They're just trying to show you that you're being cleansed now. You understand? You've been cleansed. Okay. So when it is someone, when it's not you, when it is someone who's being naked, so you're seeing someone, not you, being naked, it means that there's something that you were not aware of, therefore is becoming obvious to you, to your consciousness, right? It is showing you that you're becoming aware of something that something is becoming conscious to you. You're becoming aware of it. Anyway, now let's talk about it properly. I'll do this video properly, but it's just that I wanted to answer Florence. All right, where was I? Tobela, Hube, family and Gogo, Togoza, Tabani. All right. So Florence, when you see remember that a lot of this nakedness, it goes with something. Sometimes we see someone being naked there because your people are just trying to make you aware of something like this person cannot look after something. You need to be doing this and that. So when you see your brother being naked and you peep through the window, is that what you said you did? I looked in his room and saw his private parts. Very well done. Just think about it as in physical. It is something that is normal. Like in general, you're not dreaming. It is like real life, right? If you're passing your brother's room as a sister or whatever it is, what you are to the brother, younger or older, you're passing his room. Obviously, he is in his room. He is bound to be doing whatever it is that he's doing in his private space, right? But you, peeping Tom, are doing that. So why are you doing that? What are your people trying to tell you? Because we don't do things like that, especially when we've got brothers, because we know brothers sometimes in their rooms, they tend to like to do things, or they tend to like to be sleeping naked, or they tend to like to, obviously, he's in his room. Remember that he's in his private space. But the only person here who's got the problem is you, Florence. Why were you peeping, looking through the window? Because you're going to be seeing things you're not supposed to be seeing. You understand? So the dream started somehow, then you were peeping, then you were thinking something, then your people were trying to make you aware of something about you that is not right. In that one, I mean, that dream is just, you just gave me the middle bit. But I can tell that you were doing something you were not supposed to be doing. You're passing someone's window, you're looking through, unless if someone is in trouble in there, you can hear screams, help, help, then you peep through the window. But if you don't hear help, help, and you're peeping through, there's something, what they call it, there's a name for it. So what were your people trying to make you aware of in that dream? What do you think they were trying to make you become aware of, that bit of you that needs to be looked at? So how did the dream start and how did it end? And when you were doing that, remember that when you're doing that and you're seeing something you're not supposed to be seeing, especially when it comes to brothers, right? You're looking at your brother's things. So you'll be thinking in that dream, because most of the time, this kind of dreams, your ancestors will want you to be thinking about what you're doing there. So you'll be thinking about what you're doing there, your act, while you're doing things like that. You'll be thinking about it like, what I'm saying thinking is that in that dream, you'll be like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? Oh my God, that was really bad. I shouldn't be doing that. In the dream, you'll be thinking about something. You understand? So that your people will be leading you in that dream through your thoughts. Anyway, And then second time I was in a taxi. I saw myself, that one, the first one we haven't started, Florence, if you want to add more. Then second time I was in the taxi by myself and I was naked. It is okay. You're in a taxi. You've been taken from somewhere, and then you're put in a taxi. You've been taken somewhere. So we want to know how the dream started for these people who were transporting you, a naked person in a taxi, to take you somewhere. Remember, it's not about you being naked. That one, already we can see there's something there. Imagine people are coming in the taxi, they find you naked. Obviously, there's a problem there. But we want to know how the dream started, right? The dream started somehow. Somehow you ended up having to go in a taxi. Then it ended somewhere. In a taxi, we know you're in a public transport. Obviously, it is what is happening there is not right. Even you, when you're in the taxi, the way you'll be feeling sitting down there in the taxi, right, with the driver there naked, you'll be. I mean, unless if this is just me, just putting words into, just thinking about what you were thinking in that taxi. How proud are you? Like, you be in a taxi, like you're like those people who really free spirited. You'll be comfortable in the taxi, being driven by someone in that public transport. Whoever walks in, it doesn't matter. You can sit au natural. Is that what they call it? You can sit. Please give us more, Florence. Give us more. Forget it's a taxi. Forget your naked. Tell us how it started, so that your people are showing you what it is about you that we need to look into. Right? The dream started somehow. You end up in a public transport. We're talking about taxi. Or then you end up alone. Or maybe you were even lucky that these people, whoever was trying to get you away from whatever situation you were coming from as fast as possible, they had to hire a taxi, a public car, to take you somewhere faster on your own, because obviously you remember that naked as well. It is symbolic. For some people, being naked is not something big, right? Being naked around people is not something big. But for others, being naked around others will be big, right? Remember, there are still some people who are still going out there for us in these modern times who think they're naked. They're just covering their front, right? And they'll feel okay with that. They can even go in the taxi just with their front covered. So symbolically for you, was that right? Okay, Tando. Kamagu Tando, in a dream, I was standing next to a white man, and in front of us were a lot of cartoons of milk. That's where it ended. I think it's a symbol of sustenance and wealth. Could it have another meaning? In front of us, where were you? In a dream, I was standing next to a white man, and in front of us were a lot of cartoons of milk. That's where it ended. Where were you? And these white guys in your dreams, what do they symbolize? Cartoons of milk, sustenance, and it really depends with your dreams. Remember that everything, the way that our dreams are being given to us, they're given to us in a way that you'll understand. If for you, when you see cartoons of milk, it means that sustenance and wealth, then it must be. But for me, when I see something like this, I want to know how things started. How things started, where you see lots of milk, cartoons of milk, and where were you as well? Anyway, remember, we're just starting as well. We need to freshen up as well. Not freshen up. We're freshened up already. We need to just ease into it. Lots of cartoons of milk. Where were you, Tando? Nonhlanhla. Togoza Nonhlanhla, please interpret this one for me. Dreaming of a swarm of bees flying in the house, and they said by the curtain, some flying around. I didn't get bitten, but I felt uncomfortable in the what? I felt uncomfortable in the what? You felt uncomfortable in the what? In the house, in the room. Okay. Some of bees flying in the room. What were they flying around? Gosh, this kind of dreams, when I think about them, I think about something else. Okay. Hey. Listen, I'll come back to you, Nontlak. Listen, you're looking lovely. Oh, thank you. Happy Mlangeni Tobel. Okay. Florence Mahali, I honestly don't remember how it started, but I was so embarrassed, but I didn't want to show, so I acted brave. Tabani Gogo, I have trouble balancing my calling and the beliefs of my Christian family. I'm used to being alone, and now that I'm home, I don't feel comfortable paddling and wearing my beads. Okay. I think I'll need my people in with these ones, or maybe I need to wait to ease into this, so that I channel properly. At the moment, I feel like I'm a touch and go. Okay. All right. Tabani, I understand what you're saying. I don't feel comfortable paddling and wearing my beads. Okay. When you're at home, right? Remember that a lot of us, we are from Christian families. Even me, I'm from Christian families. Remember that wearing beads, guys, wearing beads is not, we should not make it a big deal, right? Especially at home with Christian families. I'm from a family of, like they are the ZCC. You know, my parents are ZCC members. They've got that wire at the gate. They've got wires going around in the house, right? The ZCC wires, the church wires, right? That is there. That is my family home. So when I go home with my cloth, my Mandawe thing, I'm going home, right? With the beads. Remember that when you're in someone's home, remember that this spirituality is a journey, is our journeys, right? Remember that it is our journey, it's your journey. Our families are there for the support, to give us that support as we go on this journey. Remember that. So when you're in someone's house, we need to try and live by people's rules, house rules, so that people will be happy and the people around us will be happy as well. So I do not know how some of us work, but I know that for me, when I go to a Christian home, I've got my things, I've got my cloth, I've got my beads. There's nothing wrong with me paddling at home in a Christian house, because all I'm doing is just talking to myself, meaning that I'm talking to ancestors. And when I'm doing that, I'm not doing that so that everyone has to know that I'm talking to my ancestors. I have to make it fashionable, right? When I'm paddling, remember that paddling, a lot of people paddling, they do paddling differently for different things. For me, paddling means I'm talking to my ancestors. Anyhow, I like to talk to them. That is me paddling. I do not have to go home to a family home where I know that my parents, they are Christian, and go there and start using some incenses and using some things that they're gonna be even scared, because they're gonna be trying to open Bibles to find out what they can do to stop me from doing that. So you need to remember to try to respect people's to respect your people. Remember that. Remember to do that, because even you, when you have your own home, you wouldn't want someone to come and start going from room to room. If you're like me, you do not read Bibles, going from one to room and saying I'm praying for everyone, right? You wouldn't want that. So even as we need to respect people like that, their boundaries, this is how it is. If you're at home, you are beads wearing beads. Sometimes you wear them, sometimes, I mean, this is just me, sometimes you wear them, sometimes you don't wear them. They are just like any other beads. It's just that ours, you can see them, they are black, they are green and white, and they're white and red. So it's just people who get confused with this, they will start thinking otherwise. They see you wearing red and white beads, they start getting scared in their homes, right? There's nothing to be scared of. People can wear beads and still be around those people who are praying and doing other things. You can wear this cloth and still go to church. If you are allowed, you can wear this cloth. What I'm saying, if you're allowed, if the church people don't have restrictions, you can wear your Mandawe cloth and go to any other church, any church. With this, you just do it nicely like this. I mean, you know, some people, they can be crazy when it comes to their beliefs, right? They wouldn't want someone doing something. You can wear this nicely, even there as like a scarf. Wear it on your hair and on your head like that, and go to any place, right? Meaning that even when you're in your family home, you can wear this when you're partying in your room, in your own private space, and do whatever that you do, but you wouldn't do things that you normally do when you're in your own home, right? You do them privately so that you feel good as well. You make people feel good. Because remember, we need to live harmoniously with each other. We need to respect what those other people's beliefs are. We need to respect ours and then meet halfway. But family home, if it is people who support you, when they see you wearing beads, they'll be happy. Ah, my child wears beads, right? Oh, my child wears Mandawe cloth. You understand? Even though they are holding Bibles, even you can go there and talk to them about the Bible things. Start talking and saying, the Bible stuff, right? We need to remember that you can do that. It's just that some people... some people sometimes, remember, it's not even about what they believe in. It's about people, what they are thinking themselves about you, the beads wearer. So you'll be fine. Okay, all right. The thing is, I feel as though it's disrespectful to death, and I have an outside room, but even then I think it is his yard, and my ancestors won't let me take the beads off. And imagine these are the ancestors, the dead's ancestors we are talking about. We are not even talking about anyone else but the dead's ancestors. You see, this is where there's a problem there. The dead's ancestors. But the child doesn't want the child. Actually, you might actually be surprised, Tabani, that your dad might not even be thinking like that. The way you're thinking, you might have fears, but your dad might not be thinking like that. You talk to him, you might be surprised. You'll be surprised. And if you don't need to take the beads off, guys, you can wear beads in many different ways. Ooh, you don't take the beads off. Wow. That's another one, isn't it? If you don't take them off, that's a different one. But you can wear beads anyway. I mean, seriously, even ancestors, they know. Ancestors can adapt to situations, guys. Remember that. If you go at home and you can see people are uncomfortable or stuff like that, you talk to ancestors and see, ancestors, look at your children, what they're doing, the way they're behaving around your beads. So what do you want me to do? Now I'm being honest and I'm being straightforward. What do you want me to do with this kind of situation so that they can adapt? They can tell you that this is why when you're leaving your place, this is how my ancestors advised me, right? So I hope yours as well advise you, or they will advise you like that. When you're leaving home, you tell the ancestors that you're leaving your place, you're going somewhere else. So that even them, they know that they're not going to have, they don't have to behave in a way that they behave when they're in their comfortable space. They have to remember that now they are going somewhere so they can adapt to the situation ahead. That's why we tell them we are going to somewhere else. Like me, if I'm going to spend a night or 2 nights somewhere in another place, I tell my people, we are going somewhere. Remember, you can come with me, but remember, we are not going. This is not our place, but I would love to go with you to that place as well, so that they can adapt to that place where you're going. All right, we'll start afresh from the beginning with Florence, but let me just greet everyone. Tobela, happy. Who did I miss? Yeah, okay, all right. Let's go back to Florence. Oh, Tobela, Cecilia, Tobela. Oh, I'm greeting people again. All right. So, Florence, about Florence's first dream. I honestly don't remember how it started, but I was so embarrassed that I didn't want to show, so I acted brave. Yes. Even if you acted brave, right? Sometimes remember that all the dreams are our dreams, especially when it comes to. This is the thing, guys. Remember, I'm not interpreting dreams, and I'm gonna be using my own things that are, for me, they mean symbolize something, right? My dreams, when it involves people that I know, it means it is something to do with me, something to do with my behavior, my conduct, anything to do with me as in general. Now, with you, remember that I do not know if your people will use people that you're familiar with as in to show you something to look at yourself, the way you behave, the way you conduct yourself around certain things, and the way you react to situations, right? So I do not know if this is how they'll do it. But since we are here, this is about you, Florence. It's about your behavior, your conduct. Considering how the dream started, your people showing you doing something now, we physically, that is peeping. You're peeping, you're looking at something, that you're looking in someone's room through the window, which is, for me, symbolically is not right. We don't look through the window into other people's rooms. That shows that level that is not right for me. I mean, I'm talking about even traditionally. You don't go past people's bedrooms and start looking through the window, right? It doesn't, that one is not right. So you did that, and you show something you were not meant to see. There's no brave there. You cannot be brave with that kind of thing. You were doing something wrong there. So when dreams like this happen, your people tends to show you that, like the way it will start, right? And the way they show you what you are like peeping, right? Because remember that when they're showing you dreams like that, they want you to correct something about yourself, as in real life. In real life, there are some things that you will do like that. You'll peep in where you're not supposed to be looking at, and then you're going to end up seeing something that you're not supposed to see. In this case, you're seeing something that, for brothers and sisters, we're not supposed to even think our brothers look like that. We're talking about the private parts. We're not supposed to even imagine or picture our brother's private parts, right? But you did that. You peeped and you saw that. If there's a situation, like as in general, there's a situation in real life that you happen to do things like that, you tend to peep through and look at things you're not supposed to be doing, and privately look into people's private spaces like that, end up seeing things you're not supposed to see, and you call yourself brave with that. It cannot be right. It cannot be right. So what could be happening to you physically that your people want you to start observing that bit of you that is not right, that needs to be looked at properly, to be corrected? Remember that one is not right. It's not right. It's something that, if we were talking about you, like if you're thinking about your life at this moment in general with other things that you do, this one is not the life in general. This is about you day to day, right? Something happened to you. Your people were showing you what you are like. This was not like we were talking about something like this is general. You're like this in general. Something happened to you on the day. Your people were not happy with the situation. So they wanted you to look at the situation like you were like this in that situation. You were like this. You were like peeping through the window and you see your brother's private part, something you're not supposed to do. And you behave like this and it's not right. You cannot be brave. You need to that needs to be corrected. You need to pass people's window without looking through. that curiosity of wanting to see what is in there, it needs to be looked at. It needs to be looked at. And they use that bit that you never forget. That one, meaning that looking at someone, your brothers, that bit. Something happened, Florence, you need to look at properly. It's not right. About the taxi one, as well, the dream would have started somehow for you to be put in that taxi. But the thing is, I can't explain it. I can't say it means this for you. It means this because remember that you're already in a public transport, meaning that there's a chance of people seeing that nakedness. There's a chance of people seeing that. But then we don't know whether this taxi belongs, we don't know. The taxi bit is different. We're talking about something different now. Because it could be a taxi, someone just felt really bad. They had to take everyone out of the taxi just to put you in that taxi because of your state, the way you were. But we don't know because now you're giving us half of the dream. Not even half, you're giving us the middle of the dream. The middle of the dream. And in all the dreams when you're naked, right? All the dreams when you're naked, you'll be feeling something. You'll be, in that dream, you'll be naked and you'll be like there's nothing wrong. You'll be feeling like that. There's nothing wrong. You're comfortable. You're okay and stuff like that. You understand? Or you'll be in that dream and you can't wait to get home. Actually, you're even wondering why is the taxi driver not giving you his shirt or her shirt or whatever that they have, extra layer that they have on them to cover yourself. You'll be in that taxi and thinking like that. But since we don't know yet, we are making assumptions, which is not what we want to be doing, especially when it comes to dreams. So this, I cannot go further than to try to understand. Guys, remember that taxi is just a form of public transport. That is that one we know, that a lot of people would go on it, and it stops in many stops, meaning that there will be people coming in and out, right? And you'll get off at the place where you're supposed to get off, and you still have to walk a little bit of a distance, unless if it's privately hired. We don't know here in this one. Anyway, and then when you're naked, obviously you're gonna want it to be privately hired because you do not want to be dropping off short left, short right, and be walking another 2 streets to get to your home naked. Remember that for the fact that you're naked, you do not want to see yourself in a taxi. Because being naked in a taxi is something different. Something is not right with you. In good times, this kind of dreams, it is your ancestors saying to you, you need to start looking at your things properly. At the moment you're not looking at your things properly, you're being like this, like someone who's naked in a taxi. It is not right. It needs to be corrected, my child. This will be your ancestors saying, this needs to be corrected, my child. This thing about you, your real life situation, the way you're doing your things, you are like this person in a taxi naked. It needs to be corrected. This is when our ancestors are trying to correct us into using dreams, right? Something you'll never forget. Anyway, where was I? I think I missed someone else. But remember this, you're giving me small things from the dreams. Small. You're making me go into the truth of God. Bit. Because it's just like light. Okay. Where was I? Tando. Okay, the milk. Where was Tando? All right. Okay. Sure, he was gone. Okay. Oh, I missed that bit. It was just the two of us in the room with the milk. The white man has appeared before. He took me underwater and guided me through obstacles until I go through all of them. When I surfaced on it, he was gone. Okay. All right. So if that it means that to you, that is good. I can't say anything apart from what you're telling me. You already interpreted it that way. That should be good. If that's what you see it like that, should be good. I will agree with you on this, Tando. I'll agree with you on this. Where was I? Gogo. Nonhlanhla Mahlangu. Thokoza Gogo. Please interpret. Okay, I've gone through that one. Oh, the bees. Hey, the bees. But what is DRM? Nonhlanhla, what is DRM? What do the beats resemble, if I may ask? Which beats? What is DRM? Okay, guys, when it comes to bees, when it comes to flies, when it comes to all those things, when it comes to things like that, for me, it does not resemble anything. And if it is things like that, it just means it will depend on whoever it is, whoever, then I was going to be saying whoever spirit. I was going to say whoever spirit. Remember, naturally, when it comes to bees, naturally, when you see a bee wandering in the house, it's either there was an open door or an open window, a bee wanders in the house, and what it's going to be trying to do is trying to find its way out, right? Find its way out of that house, to come out, because it needs to be out, as in that. So when you see a swarm of bees in the house, what was happening there? Where the swarm of bees were? What was happening there? Because dreams like that, when they come to me in this, there will be something bringing them in the house for them to be there. If it was my spirit trying to teach me about something, they'll be showing me that naturally something will bring those things into the house. They'll be there, being there, doing things like that. Remember that there'll be dreams like this for me. They'll be coming with the water spirits, the Mandawe water spirits. But with this one, I wouldn't know, because I do not know if it is that one. I do not know if it's that one. Non-black. I'll be making catch up with you on this one, and I'll be wrong to say that, because have you had any dreams of? Have you had any water dreams? Do you know if you have Mandawe spirits? Because dreams like this, I know some people with bees, they come with, I can't say the other spirits because I haven't seen things like that. I only see bees. I only see things like that with my Mandawe spirits at this particular moment. So I can't. All right, dream in a short. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. Yes. All right. Do you know if you have Mandawe spirits? When you have Mandawe spirits, they would have shown you, isn't it? The njeti. They would have shown you with the njeti. Because if it is them, and they are showing you dreams like that, they tend to be, dreams like that tend to be like teaching dreams. Teaching dreams, right? Teaching dreams. Do you know if you have Mandawe water spirits? Do you know if you have Mandawe water spirits? Do you know if you have got them? You would have known by now if you have water dreams a lot. And if they start coming like that, you know. You'll know. Because if they start showing things like that, well, I do not know yet. Let's find out. Do you know if you have Mandawe water spirits? Okay. We'll go back to Nondlaka. Yeah, all right. Where was I? Okay. What do beads resemble, if I may ask? Which beads? Which beads? Okay. Tando, if you think that was your dream, your dream, what do you call it? You interpreted like that, and you went back to your people, it should be good. Remember, you should not doubt yourself. You should not doubt yourself. Okay, where was I? You should not doubt yourself. I'm clogged. I'm clogged. Is that the right way to say I'm clogged? And the Abalozi as well, they've got the bees as well, Abalozi spirits, right? But with this one, Nomdlandla, what spirits do you know that you have at the moment? Because bees, Abalozi do come with bees, and Mandawe spirits as well, they come with bees. Abalozi tends to show you dreams like sea dreams and stuff like that. You see a lot of sea water in your, you see the sea in your dreams, beaches in your dreams and stuff like that. Mandawe spirits, they tend to, it depends if they're coming with Abalozi spirits, they tend to let Abalozi use the sea a lot, and then they will just come with other other water bodies, like small water bodies, the rivers, dams, things like that, and the rains and stuff like that. So in your water dreams, do you know what spirits you're carrying at this particular moment? Because things like that, guys, it is nothing to do with bees and stuff like that. It is nothing to do with bees as bees symbolically meaning something else. Sometimes it is just showing you that if it is the dream to do with my Mandawe spirits, it means whatever it is that they're coming to show me in that house, whatever it is that they're coming to show me, using the bees behavior around particular thing that would have attracted the bees to the house, right? They would have been, those would be like teaching dreams. You understand? When I'm saying teaching dreams, it means they are coming in to teach me something about whatever that is happening in the house concerning me and nature. So, but Abalozi as well, they've got bees. Chogos, I know of Abalozi, I know of the prophetic. I haven't yet been told of the Mandawe. Have you had dreams of the sea, or are your dreams from small water bodies? Okay. However, I'll dream of the ocean, dams, rivers, rain. So I wouldn't know which one will be coming. I haven't yet had Abalozi coming to me in that way, but Mandawe, they do come in that way, because with this one, Abalozi do say that they have bees as well. Mandawe, they've got, for me, naturally, they'll have all other animals, everything. They'll have everything, including bees. But Abalozi as well, they confirm that they've got bees. So I already know with you, because if you've got these different water bodies, means you've got two different spirits as well. You understand? So I wouldn't know which one you have at this particular moment. You've got two different spirits, water spirits, with these dreams you're sharing with me here. I don't know. I think you need to go back to your people to ask them who is coming in using the bees. Who's coming into the house using the bees? If it was someone that I was advising, I would say go back. When you're talking to them, like to when you're partly, you will say, yes, my people, I've seen you came in, I've seen the bees came in, but who are you? Who is this person coming using the bees? You understand? The same as when we see lions in our dreams, we see elephants in our dreams, we see other animals. When we are asking our ancestors, spirits and guides, who is this appearing in this form? We'll do that. So even you with the bees, you need to ask your spirits, the water spirits, who's bringing them, who's coming in that form to your house, because they're coming in. They're already in your house. You understand? They're already in your house. So you need to find out who they are. You understand what I mean? Because if you've got like two from my people. Two of them are saying, Abalozi and Mandawe spirits are saying, we sent the bees as well. So you've got two. So you need to find out which one it is. Which one is coming first? Because remember, you might have two water spirits, different spiritual beings, right? Not spiritual beings, two water spirits, right? Like let's say the Mandawe and the Abalozi. So they might come with the rain, they might come with the ocean, they might come with the dam. But who comes into you first? Like who comes into your house first? You understand? Who reveals themselves to you first? Like they want to come out first so that the other can come afterwards, right? You need to find out who those ones are so that they reveal themselves to you. They show you who they are, especially the bee ones. They're okay, they were not harming you, so that's fine. They are comfortable. But you want to know who you're comfortable with in your house. You understand? And what they were teaching you, because those bees, they didn't just come and they will be just swarming there. There was something happening there. That's why the bees came into the house. You need to study bees as well. While you're waiting for your spirits, you need to study bees, the bees' behavior. Why bees will come and swarm, as in a family of bees in the house. What will make them do things like that? So you understand your water spirits. Okay, where was I? Okay, so Florence, yeah, you're okay. Florence, you're okay. It's just those things that they just need to be corrected. Remember that these dreams, our ancestors, they correct us. Do not ever feel any other way. It's just those corrections, things that we need to correct about ourselves when it comes to the way we are as in real life. We talk about real life situation, right? The way we are. We talk about reality. That is reality, right? It's just a dream. They're just showing you what it is like. But in real life, you need to correct that bit of you. Okay, where was I? All right, Tabani, okay. Tabani is fine. The thing, okay. All right. Okay. And how can you know if a dream is an instruction, a reflection, or teaching test? Dreams always have you can always tell if it is a teaching, right? A teaching is where they are showing you. The only thing that I can explain at the moment that comes to my mind is herbs. When it comes to teaching with herbs, remember we are healers. When it comes to teaching with herbs, is that you see someone is sick, your people are showing you, you going to that person, you doing something, like they'll be showing you, like directing you, like touch this person like this, touch this person like this, do it like this, prepare tea like this, and give it to this person, because you could see that person was sick, was sick. There was something wrong with their stomach, right? And then you gave them tea in the dream, and then after drinking that tea, that person was okay. That means it is a teaching dream. Your people were teaching you about herbs, meaning that with that herb, we treat stomach aches or stomach problems or whatever it is, or headaches. It is a teaching dream. They're teaching you about herbs, right? Sometimes a teaching dream could be that you are in class, right? You are in class, you're there with your teacher, you see on the wall, on the wall they're saying, what can I use? Problem solving skills. that means they're going to be teaching you about how you solve problems in real life. So they're going to be taking you in the dream state, but teaching you how you're supposed to do things in real life. Like they're correcting you about your problem solving skill in real life. It's like a teaching as well as correction, something that you're lacking. So they're going to be teaching you about it, problem solving skill in real life. They've taken you to school to teach you about that. Meaning that in the dream format, they're going to be correcting you. You're going to be self-reflecting, as well as you're watching yourself in those dreams. You're going to be reflecting about what is happening, what you're seeing in dreams, and then correcting it. Because they are teaching you about that bit of you, that with that problem, the problem with you is the problem-solving skills. You do not have that in real life. But then they're going to be teaching you about that, how to deal with people, how to solve problems as in the real life, but in the dreams. So every time when you're looking at your dreams, you're going to be seeing in that dream that the way you are behaving in those dreams, you can see that you can't solve anything. In your dreams, they put you around, they set scenarios, right? You can see that with the people that you're working, you're in whatever it is that they put you in, like the setting that they put you in, at first you start having a problem solving it. You will have that problem solving skill right? You'll have a problem with that. Then the following dream, you'll see you're getting better, right? You start, no, man. When you do this and do this and do that, things will be better, right? The next dream, you see yourself standing there. Hi, man. Look, when things are like this and like this, you solve them like that. Right? That is the third dream. The fourth dream, you see yourself, you're standing there, you're doing everything right. In real life as well, you start seeing yourself as well. When you're talking to people, when people have issues, you'll be solving their problems without fail. Because they've corrected you in the dream format. Now you're practicing it in real life. Right? That is the dream. That's when they're teaching. That is another question. Now, instruction. With instructions, what can I use for instructions? Instructions, they are obvious. What can I say? What can I use for my work as instructions? Instructions, let's just say in a dream, you've been, that is an instruction, isn't it? Let's say just you've been paddling and you've been just doing like me like this. And in the dream, your people, they show you, in the dream, the people, they show you, they put a candle in front of you. They light it in the dream. They light it. They show you bending next to the candle and talking. You'll hear yourself saying, my people, next time when I'm talking to you, this is what I'll be doing. I'll be lighting this yellow candle and I'll be talking to you like this. I won't be clapping my hands when I'm paddling, right? It means that they instructed you that you should stop clapping your hands and start using a candle when you're talking to your ancestors. Sometimes you'll see yourself, now I'm going to use my dreams now. Sometimes you'll see yourself walking around at the market. You see lots of cloth, different kind of cloth, and your people are just pointing at that particular cloth, the red, the bai, amabai, right? The ancestral cloth. They're pointing at it. That one with the star, the red and white one with the star in the middle. They point at it. So your people are instructing you to go and get that cloth for them because that's the one they want you to get. That is an instruction. Sometimes they'll do what? Well, instructions are obvious. Let's say they are sending you to someone. Okay, when they're sending you to someone, they don't do it in dreams. Instructions, sometimes they will show you, right? I'm using my dreams. Sometimes they will show you, like for me, if someone is coming to me, like someone I need to trust, right? They'll give me instructions, like they will say in the dreams, there'll be people coming in. The dream will start with people coming in. Obviously, they show me the kind of person who's coming. There'll be someone coming in. Then there'll be a number. Like obviously, they give me number. Like that one is this number, right? And then the person who's coming in needs to be treated like this. Those are the instructions that we get in dreams. But mind, they tend to talk to me, to tell me like, Like after the dream, they will come and explain the dream to me, because it's a big dream, it's a serious dream. So they will have to come and talk to me to tell me that dream, so I understand that they mean that it is business. But if you are just a dreamer, like you meet your ancestors in the dream state, when it's something like serious, you feel it. You feel it like they tend to make you feel it. Like you wake up, you will have that feeling that it has to be acted upon. That is an instruction. It has to be acted upon. You cannot sit on it. That one, they make you feel it on your body physically. You feel it. That instruction that message needs to be taken to the recipient, to the person, the receiver of the message, needs to be taken there. What are my people were showing me that person getting really in a dangerous situation if things don't be acted upon. The person doesn't change their ways. You wake up, you feel it. You feel that you need to go and talk to someone, tell someone the message. If you're still talking to your people in the dream state only, because some people, that's how they talk to their people, right? So if you're still doing that, is when you have those the feelings. You feel the feels, like an intuition. Sometimes a lot of people will get the solar plexus will be like serious. You feel something. They feel there will be heat around. You feel it when you're supposed to send a message to the person. Otherwise, it will be a mess if you don't. Those are instructions when they are telling you to do something. Or if they're giving you instructions, you need to go to that mountain, right? You see yourself in the dream. Your people, they will be showing you, you need to go to that mountain. They don't even tell you your name. You see yourself, they're saying to you, you need to go to that mountain. We will direct you, you'll find it. And you'll find whatever that it is that we want you to get from there. It's an instruction. You need to go there. Sometimes they tend to tell you in the dream that you need to go. You need to go. They will tell you. That's an instruction. This is why I'm saying my dreams are very obvious. I do not have to go running around, because mine, they already told me that when it comes to the dreams about work, it is obvious. There will be people in my dreams that some people I will know, some people I wouldn't know. Then there will be animals in my dreams. That means that one, I should not even start playing around. I should start to understand what the message is all about. But when it is something to do with me, something that I have to reflect on about myself, they will include people that I'm familiar with, people that I know, because they have to use those people's characters so that I can tell that, woo, how did that person behave like that? That is not normal, is it? Oh, gosh, that person, the way I was talking to them, that was not the way we will talk in general. You understand? Something that obviously I will know that when something like this happens. What I'm saying, people that are familiar, even the people you meet at work, you already have that thing. You're thinking that person is like this, right? Your ancestors will use that person based on what you think about. When you think about that person, you already given them that their characteristics are like this, they're like that. You understand? There are people who use them to show you something about yourself. It means that they're using people who are familiar to you to act up roles, to direct you, to look at things to do with you, so you can reflect. Remember, all the dreams, we are reflecting on all of them. But this one is based on something to do with you. And the instructions are about you. You're instructed to do something to do with you. But then when it's about your work, then there'll be other people. That one is about work. You meet a lot of people you don't know, or people that have been introduced to you, and now they become familiar as well. But you know they are like ancestors for that bit, or they are water spirits, or they are other things, or they are other things, they are other things. You need to be able to separate those. Okay. All right, where was I? Okay. Okay. The things I feel that, where was I? Okay. Makosi, I have been bothered by the sound I heard when I woke up today at 4 a.m. It's like someone or something was walk on the roof, and I got scared. Please give tips to get rid of this thing or sound. Okay, Msizi. 4 a.m. like someone walking on the roof. How? What kind of roofing do you have? Because sometimes some roofings as well, you'll think there are people walking on it. If it is like remember, I grew up in a village. I grew up I grew up on the touched roofing, right? And then the sink and the tiles, I can tell the difference. Sometimes depending on what kind of roof you have. Some roofs, when it's too hot, too much, sometimes the things they start making noises, right? The zinc pit, they start making noises. The roofing thing, they start making noises. Anyway, but I'm just going there to for you to look at something else. But anyway, you were bothered by this sound you heard at 4 a.m. It was like someone walking on the roof. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know about that one. Msizi, I wouldn't know about that one. Is it a one-off thing, or is it something that is happening all the time? I wouldn't know. What kind of roofing do you have? So that we understand. Because remember, even these beds as well, if it's a big bed as well, it can make these noises. It's like someone is walking. I mean, guys, I'm talking about things that I used to observe when I was growing up. Things I used to observe when I was growing up. There are these beds that when they are walking on the roof, especially that kind of roof if it's not the tile one. The way they walk on them, you think there's a person walking there. And sometimes when the thing is off, there's too much heat. When I don't know what is causing that thing to make that noise. It will be like the things are like pa pa pa, something like that. Anyway, we do not want to go there. Let's try to understand you, Mrs. Is this a one-off thing, or is this something that is regular? Anyway, where was I? Remember that but as well, ancestors as well, they've got different ways of coming to us. But we need to try and see if it's not other things first before we start thinking about others. You know, we need to think about other things. Anyway, where was I? Okay, non-land. Okay, non-land has got that. Ayanda Tobela, Ayanda. Oh, you've been told you've got Abalozi. All right. I know of Abalozi. I know of the Prophet. I haven't been told of the Mandawe yet. However, I'll dream of the. Okay. All right. Yeah, try and find out as well if you don't have other ones, because if you've got the C and the other things, you might have other ones as well. But you know, your people will come to you the way they think they should come to you. But if you've been told you've got Abalozi already said they've got the bees, so they might be coming to you with the bees. Do you know if they're training you? Remember that if it's Abalozi and they're training you, they are training you depending on what their gifts to you are. If they're gonna be using everything like that, you'll know. Don't just look at the dreams and just look at the animals. Try to understand what it is that they're teaching you about you and whatever it is that they're bringing to you. Remember that, because we are being taught a lot of things. We are training. Training doesn't even stop. I mean, it really doesn't stop. Mine haven't stopped. Even the ones that are finished, they're still training me. Like every when I'm saying training, let's say the formal training has ended. Let's just put it that way. The formal training has ended. But training in a way that I'm learning a lot of things. I'm learning a lot. Now it's like they're teaching me about different things. It's like when you're saying people are teaching you about how to treat different kind of diseases, but depending on what your gifts are. So they're teaching you about other things, teaching you about this, teaching you about that related to your gift. Remember, when you have a gift, you do not just have a gift and start healing people and it ends there. You'll have a gift, you start healing people. I'll end there. Okay, I'll end there. All right. Malebu Tobela Kukukilora Kibutuam so and so have passed on, but I know they are still alive. What could it mean? So how are they telling you this, that these people have passed on? Because our people as well, seriously. Sometimes the messages, when they come to us, you might think things are really happening, right? You might think things are really happening. Especially if, I don't know how far you are in your journey. If you're in the early stages and your people, they want you to be alert at all times, they tend to really bring out big things, big gap. Okay, I shouldn't say that. They tend to give us like the information they give us. It's like they want you to be alert. Like they'll tell you things that are really big, like even you're gonna be like, because they want you to, like when someone is trying to get your attention and sometimes they don't think you're hearing them or you're listening to them, then they start saying something that obviously you're gonna have to want to go back to ask for more information, because you are now alert, like it's something like seriously, how do I stop these kind of things? I mean, what can I do here? What you said is too big for me. What do I do with this information? You understand? Sometimes our people can do things like that to us so that we communicate best properly to them, to make sure to make them understand that we understood the message, like we heard them. You understand? But sometimes they can tell us that is gonna happen or something like that has happened, but it takes time for that thing to happen. But anyway, we do not want to hear things like that in dream format. But sometimes they can do that and they make you really, really nervous for a long time because they just want you to listen. Sometimes they do that. They want you to listen. So are you going back to talk to them when you hear messages like that? Are you going back to tell them that to ask them, how do I help to stop these things? Remember that some things cannot be stopped. But we're talking about how you communicate with your ancestors. So what do you want me to do with this information? Because that is a big information that you're giving me. I mean, you can't be telling me things like that and expect me to be sleeping. Obviously, you're not sleeping. You cannot sleep with that kind of information. So you need to go back to them, to talk to them, to ask them questions. Maybe your people wants to get your attention, and the way they're getting it from you, this is the only way that you listen to them, which is not nice. It's not nice if that is the case. They tend to do things like that, guys. Ancestors do a lot of things. The kind of messages they give you, especially when they kind of feel like that, like some dreams you get in them and you forget you forget the dream, and there are some dreams like this one you'll never forget it. So sometimes they'll keep on doing like that, pushing you to the limit until they work out things that the way that they see you understanding and hearing messages and not forgetting about them. You understand? How do I actually make you understand this one? Let's just say your people have been giving you've been dreaming, and every night when you're waking up, you can only remember a little bit of the dream. Every night, a little bit of the dream. So ancestors, when things like that happen, sometimes they tend to do what? To give you an extreme kind of a dream, to see that it is just not your memory, there's nothing wrong with your memory or not. It's just you just being, not, it's just you. So they'll give you big dreams so that they see if you received it. You obviously, if you received it, you go back to them to ask more, right? Because now you're talking about something big, right? So this kind of things. If it was me with dreams like that, sometimes when they do them like that, it is either maybe they are not getting my attention as they're supposed to get it. So they give me big dreams so that I come back to them to talk to them after the dream. But I do not know with this one. If it is a message that you need to send it, if it is an instruction, you need to go back to them and ask them how you're supposed to bring people awareness that maybe they might be doing some things that might end up putting them in dangerous situation. But there's a drama going on with your dreams. It cannot be just they're showing you people being dead. There's a drama going on, right? So I can't say it means that that person is going to die, because ancestors, they do create a lot of big dramas. Tabani, where was I? Where was I? Okay, okay, Tabani. Yes, I was at every moment in the dream, and I had to remember, calm myself down and analyze. I just got scared when I was being dismissed from the school. Okay. Okay. All right. Tobela style. If you're told to fetch something in the water, is it a must, or can you negotiate on that? Especially if you're extremely scared of water. How are they saying you should go fetch something in the water? How did they say it to you? How did they say it to you? Remember, ancestors, they speak, the language of ancestors sometimes is not straightforward. How are they saying you should fetch something in the water? How are they saying it? If it is those dreams, like the big dreams, like ancestral dreams, like where they need you to go in the water to get something there, it means they will be guiding you to go in that water to get something there. You understand? If it is one of those ones. And if it is one of those, it means that if you're scared of the water, you'll find someone who will help you to go to get whatever it is that your people want you to get. In that case, your people might send you to someone, meaning that they might show you a lead, like you need to go to that person, because that person will be able to guide you into getting whatever it is that you're going to be getting in that water, as in whatever it is, if it is herbs, or it is beads, or it is something else, that you'll find in the water, right? They will be leading you towards the person who's supposed to help you with that. Because not everyone will be able to do that, especially if it is something that your people want you to go in the water and they give you something. If it's that one, they'll lead you to the person. Anyway, they'll lead you to the person. You need to not be worried about the water. If you're with the right person, you'll be able to fetch your things. I think that's what it is. Okay. Why am I feeling like that today? So, that is sage. Are you going to fetch things like this in the water? I am joking. You can find these things outside the water. I'm just making a joke. Anyway, where was I? Okay. If it was a dream, Kuku, and they show me the healer who should go with me, I've always been scared of water. I'll scream and cry when I have to get in the river. You'll be fine, especially if they showed you the person. That person will be the right, because obviously she will know, or he will know how it is done, right? She will be there. Remember that when they're saying you go to fetch something in the water, they already, the thing, when you're going there, they would have already put that thing to the place where they want it to be. But if they want you to be cleansed as well before getting it, so they'll put it where they know that, look, they're not going to put it somewhere you're going to be drowning, making things light. They'll put it where they know that healer will be able to get you to that place, so that when she says go, right? Or if she sends you, she says to you, go there. You go there and you kind of feel like you're going, let me not say that. Let me not say that. They'll be fine. You'll be fine, Star. You'll be fine. And Tobela Crown. I've once dreamt of a group of old men fighting over me and pulling me side to side. Then one stood up and looked at me, grabbed me by the face and looked at me. What could this mean? Old men fighting, ancestors fighting over you. Why? Why are they fighting over you? It's ancestors. They are fighting over you. But why are they fighting? What is happening with you? Grabbed me by the face and looked at me. What could this be? And why would someone grab you in the face? What is making them so upset? How are you talking to your ancestors? How are they in the dream? Apart from that one, other dreams, are they all right? Or remember that sometimes dreams like this, right? It doesn't mean that it is the beginning, right? It just means that sometimes as people we do things that are not right. Sometimes the other ancestors who might be like might be nice to you, might be saying, leave this child, let her just look at the things properly. The other ancestors, the other bit of ancestors, they're saying, this child, we've had enough of this child. Like with the behavior of this child, it's been too much, right? It's been too much. We cannot deal with it, right? Then they show you in the dream, like, because obviously, like, you have to think about things as in general. Like when people are unhappy, unfortunately, some ancestors, the way they show their unhappiness, it is not like normal where you're gonna be reporting people like abusive, right? They're gonna start doing things like the only way they can show that they are not happy with you is by doing things that will be taking them to police stations. Now, two different kind of group of ancestors. You did something, or there's something happening. I do not know. What is happening with you, Crown Town? They come to me, cook. We are not talking about ancestors fighting. We are talking about the person who's been dragged. Remember, guys, if we relax, we do something that is not right. Our ancestors, the only way they're gonna show us, some of us, we get other things that we do not want to repeat or over this, because we want our channels to have adverts, so that we monetize our channels. When you start saying other things, they might say this advertising company is not gonna be advertising on my channel, right? So as a person, you do things that ancestors do not like you doing. So to show you that you've done something that they didn't like you to be doing, there will be different kind of ancestors, others fighting for you to the others not to take it light, man. Just okay, this person is all right. It's okay. Just made a little bit of a mistake. Let's just talk to the person nicely. But you've got the other one saying, now we've had enough. We're not gonna be dealing with this person. You understand the way you're telling us. So those other ones will be trying to stop those other ancestors to not do anything, right? Because remember, we're talking about ancestors. Remember, even if they're using other people, whoever is playing a role, it is anything, it is you. Because obviously, if you say you don't even know these people, they're just a group of men. You just call ancestors. So you did something. They're showing you that with whatever it is doing, someone is not happy with you about that. So only a person who's not happy with you and someone who's too crazy, no. I sometimes forget myself. I'm representing ancestors today. So sometimes you know, some of them, they might get upset with you, and then they show you that they're upset by doing that, right? So you know the main business. So what have you done? Okay, all right, okay. Okay, where was I? Tobela, this crown, whenever they come, okay. Let it out, Goga. See, you are holding back. No, I'm representing my ancestor spirits and guides. I do not want to go to sleep today and have them showing me some things that I don't like to see. I'm representing them. When I'm doing the truth of Kom, I'll be talking. I'll be myself and talk about the reality of things. But today I'm representing the big ones. I have to hold back. It's like that. Anyway, Crown is not like he was unhappy cook. He kind of just grabbed me and looked at me like he was trying to tell me something. Yes. So that means, like with this dream, with dreams like this, Crown, something has happened. And if I was you and I was looking at it in a day-to-day, right? Remember that sometimes we do things that are not right with our ancestors. When they look at them, they're not going to be they're not going to be pleasing them. The same way as now, like I'm holding back, trying to tell you something, like being myself. When we are representing ancestors, right? You're not supposed to be too much into yourself. You need to be respectful, right? So if I was not respectful, I'm giving you an example to look at that dream about something that has happened on that date for you to see that dream, right? Sometimes as people, we'll forget that we are carrying these people with us. Then we start behaving the way that we would normally behave before we knew that we're carrying them. But when they are not happy with us and they want to show us that they are not happy with us, with whatever that it is that we were doing that day, they'll show us like that in the dream. So there will be a group of others who are trying to say, no, talk to this person in a good way, like a proper way. And then there will be others ones that this person is not going to listen to us if we talk to them in this way. So you'll see dreams will be like that, when you see people are being like that in dreams. Anyway, that's just that. That is our ancestors, guys. They're like that sometimes. They are really like that. Anyway, that is just that, isn't it? All right. It is not okay. I've read that one. So that is just that, guys. So what is happening with you guys? Yeah, so this is the thing. Yeah, what is Tuesdays, guys? I'm representing ancestors, spirits, and guides, and they do not like me to forget who I am. I have to come as a healer, and if I'm gonna be using my name, I should know that I'm carrying the big ones with me. So that is why when you see me on Tuesday doing this, sometimes I'll be like, yes, hold back. Not only am I holding back, I have to remember that I'm a healer. Right? So I should not say things that if I'm sitting down properly and thinking about them, they're gonna be bringing my work into disrepute. They're gonna be the things that are not. Remember that we live by the code of conduct as healers. So that's what I'm supposed to be representing today. That's just that. So that's just that, guys. It's Tuesday, remember. Next Tuesday, I'm not going to be able to do this. Actually, it will depend because, yeah, it goes. We'll see how it goes. So, yes, yes, what's happening there? Crown, I'm so glad I found you here. Crown. So that is what is all about. That's what it's all about, isn't it? So I have to do this one, the nakedness thing. Yes. So that is just that. How long have I been here? 1 hour 30 minutes. So guys, have you got anything you want to share? What's been happening with you guys? Remember that you know as well, you need to share some good news as well out there, spiritual good news, so we know what is happening with you guys spiritually. Remember that it is not about dreams. It's not about dreams. When we're doing this kind of live sessions, we're just talking about things that we are struggling with as well. So don't ever think like when you're here, you need to be talking only about dreams. If you're struggling as well, you need to talk, and then we see how we can help each other. Remember that. Or if you're not struggling and you want to tell us your tricks, how you're doing it, so that we know how the other ones live, So we can take those tricks, trying to add our own and make it nice for us. So this journey can be nice for others. Remember that. Okay, where was I? Did I miss someone there? Okay. Okay. And Malebu. And Malebu, remember that sometimes, should I talk about this one? Okay. Remember that sometimes, right? Sometimes on this journey, sometimes our dreams or the messages we might get, remember that sometimes when we need to go through other things like the fembing and stuff like that, right? Sometimes we get dreams that can be, in a way, can be not right. Our dreams and the messages that we're getting in those dreams might not be right. Remember that sometimes we get those, meaning that sometimes we might be getting defective messages. Remember, meaning that our people might want us to go and do the Femba things. Remember that bit. So some dreams can come like that. Can be like that. Where you need to do other things. But those ones, you'll know when you need to do it. Remember that. Okay. In terms of working life, Chakra dia hakatle. I'm a person who has many things, but for some reason, I discipline kabutlalo. When you say discipline kabutlalo, what do you mean? Like as in things in general? You're talking about things in general, like as in guys. Sometimes we go through it's like you're going through like you're hitting the wall, like you can't go further. It's like everything is just blocked. Sometimes it's like that, especially when we're going on this journey. Sometimes remember that this is just general, right? Sometimes we will go through that so that we can stand still, face whatever it is that we're supposed to face, or deal with whatever it is we're supposed to deal with before doors can open. Because if doors are open, it will be difficult for us to deal with our situations, because now we'll get excited that we are out there free, we can roam around. But when things get blocked, you have no other way but to face yourself. Stand still, think about everything proper, about things you need to think about. You need to pay attention to yourself, pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to everything to do with you, so that when you finish dealing with that bit, doors get open, so your people can let you roam around. Because if we are let free, you know how it is like when you've got no one telling you not to do this. You've got that door open, that door open, that door open, that door open. You're standing there, you don't even know what to do because it is just too much. You're going to go running to that one, come back, run to that one. Even you do not know what you're doing because they're just all open. You just go there, you go there, you go there, you go there. You're getting confused. But then if they just are closed, there's not going to be any confusion. You're going to sit still. You're going to think about which door is going to open first. You're going to think about how you're going to even get to that door. You're going to think about that door is been closed for too long. When it opens, I'm going to do things the right way. I'm going to walk up properly. Even if they're all open, I'm just going to face that one first and going to deal with whatever that is in that door. And then After dealing with whatever that is in that door, I'll come out and I'll go to the other one. And I'll deal with that because I felt that beat. I felt that beat of waiting around for those doors to open. I felt that pain, right? I felt it. Everything was just closed. I felt it, just standing there, not knowing when it's going to open. That pain of standing there, I don't want to feel it again. I'm going to make use of one door at a time. When it opens, I'm going to make use of it. Try and see everything in there. Feed my eyes, everything. Enjoy that room or that bit of that room. Okay, I was being metaphorical there. I was just talking about when things stand still. We tend to focus on ourselves. We tend to face ourselves. We deal with whatever that we need to deal with. Because there's nothing else to do apart from just face yourself. You're going to have to start looking at yourself properly. You're going to have to deal with things. Yourself, your situation. You're going to deal with your situation. If there's no bread, there's no milk, there's no house that you're going to be living in, you're going to look around. You're going to even come out with different ways of digging down the floor to find that water. You can dig for days until you find that water because you need it. You need it. You need it. But if there are taps open, taps all over the place, you're not going to use that instinct of digging down because there's water underneath. But you're going to be going to the tap. And that tap is nothing. It's artificial stuff. You're going to go digging. Anyway, that is just me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I need water. Anyway. Okay. Okay. I can experience what life truly has for me. But soon after that, after that, and then keep looking essentials, for example, it puzzles me. Yeah. Yes. Difficulties. You keep pushing, Crown. You keep pushing. And sometimes things fall into place. Remember that they fall into place. Keep pushing. Cecilia, Makosi, Ndawa, Cecilia, I'm going through activation, but I don't remember the details. I remember I spoke a language I don't know, but felt ancient and my body lit up, not fire, just energy. I also see writings with my third eye whenever I sun gaze at sunrise. Ooh, sun gazing. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Your body lit up. Okay. Tobela Debbie, I'm happy to be a part today. I drove to the city to put an insurance claim in, so I have better internet. All right, okay. Hope you're going well. You're doing well, Debbie. And I saw your message. I think that was great, positive message, Debbie. Your people are looks like they're excited as well. I saw the message on the comment section. Cecilia, okay, Cecilia, the sun gazing and the body lighting. Cecilia, it's very difficult for me to explain this one without me projecting, right? It is very difficult for me. Because when it comes to our bodies and the way our ancestors do things and show us things as well, sometimes, when you're, is that what they call illuminating? I don't know how to explain this one without thinking about me, and it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. guys, I need spiritual ears to hear spiritual things, because spiritual things, sometimes this one, it needs spiritual ears. Sometimes when our ancestors come, right, when they're opening us, they're opening our chakras start opening up and stuff like that. The third eye as well starts, you know, all those things, the activation goes on. And then when you're all activated, and then there comes that energy. It's like a two energies. You can actually literally see your, there's an, I don't know how to call it. I think this one I'll need my ancestors to explain it to me properly. It's like you feel like there's a bubble like building up. There's your energy meeting up another kind of energy. I don't know how to explain it. I'll explain it properly when my ancestors come and explain this to me. And their two becomes one, right? And then it becomes like the whole thing illuminate, becomes like a ball of light kind of things. I don't know if that's something similar to that, with what you're talking about. Your body lit up. I don't know if it's something similar to that, but that's what made me think about. But the sun gazing, I'm not in that bit yet. The sun gazing bit, because with the kind of people I'm carrying, there are things that I have to be careful about not doing, right? So I do not know. I haven't got to that stage yet, the sun gaze. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that is good. That is good, Cecilia, if you're seeing writings, okay? That's very good. Because remember how your people will want to show you things. Sometimes the way you see things, especially when it comes to third eye, sometimes some people, they just close their eyes and then you will start to see things. Sometimes you face a particular thing and then you start you like you align your people, you know, like your ancestors, you start using your ancestors' eyes, you start seeing other things, whatever it is that they want to show you. But it depends how you are being shown them, how they want you to become aware of whatever it is that they want you to become aware of. So there's so many ways that our ancestors, they'll use our third eyes to see things that they want us to see. So many ways. Okay, all right. Okay. I dreamt that I was sitting in the front of the car. It was driving by itself while I was sitting in the passenger seat. I got a hold of the wheel from the passenger side and started driving. Okay, that's nice. That's very good. That's very good. That's very good. That's very good. So you had a driving instructor, but then you had to take over. Okay, that is good. That is good. So that is good. That is good. At least you took over, because your people were driving the car, but you had to take over, because a driver should not be driving itself. For the fact that it was okay, it was driving itself, your people were taking over. So now you had to take over and stop being a passenger and drive it. So that is good. That is good. That's a good dream, because remember that when we are in cars, we want to see ourselves driving them. We do not want our ancestors driving us. When they're driving us, it should be because of emergency kind of thing. It's emergency. They can see that, you know, but then we should be driving it. Not be passengers. Okay, that's good. You took over the steering wheel. That's good. It's good. Refilo Tomela Refilo, I always miss your live sessions, but here I am. I keep seeing repeated numbers, be it a clock, number plates, till slips. Could that have any spiritual significance? They tend to do. What kind of numbers are you seeing? They tend to do. They do, yes. Remember that our people, they get to us in different ways. So numbers, there are so many ways that your people will use numbers. But yes, sometimes they'll do that to to get your attention. Like remember that now we're talking about eyes, meaning that beat is heightening. Yeah.
Can I get I'm not gonna come in thing, but can I get a mask for this week? It will deliver tomorrow at 1 p.m. if I get it.
No, thanks.
Please, it's only £11.
I do not have money.
I'll pay back £5. I'll pay back £10.
I'm busy.
I'll ask Father.
I'm busy. So yes, that happens. That happens. Do not do that. I don't have money. Okay. So what kind of numbers? Now we're talking about something. What kind of numbers? Because numbers will tell us as well what kind of an angel you are. Angel number 1, angel number 2, angel number 3, angel number 4. Remember, guys, we are angels. We've got numbers. Anyway, let's not get to that one yet. And someone is calling. Remember, guys, we when I'm saying we're angels, do not think about the biblical terms. Don't think like that. Yes, we are. We've got numbers. Our people, they number us. As in, like, it depends. Sometimes when you go into someone, your people will give you the number so that when you get to that person, someone is expecting angel number this. Remember that. Expecting angel number for something. Anyway, yeah, we see numbers a lot. Yes. Especially when we're going through the awakening bit, the early stages, you can see lots of numbers repeating. As well, it depends on what kind of activation they're doing with you. Because remember, there are different kind of activation. How we wake up to this spirituality bit of things, this part of us. Remember that we don't go through the same, like you have to go to Govela, you have to go and self-initiate and just that. You have to self-initiate in a different kind of self-initiation. You have to go to Govela in a different kind of, the way you're gonna get to Govela's house is gonna be different for everyone. That is what I'm saying. The activation is different. The way you get activated is totally different. So when they're giving you numbers, then they are being repeated. They are repeating them. So that means you're going through that other route. But unless I know what the numbers you're talking about, double numbers, but mostly 33 comes out tops. Okay. What else? What other number? 33 comes out. What else comes out? Hey, that one. But anyway, you get into your activation nicely. Your activation will happen nicely. But I do not want to think it's that one. That one might not be good. Refilo, if it's that one that I'm thinking about, the double numbers, double numbering thing. Has anything happened to you apart from getting the numbers? Has anything happened to you? Have you felt anything like physical changes? Because with numbers, things will happen as well. Have you been feeling anything with your body? Anything have been happening to you physically? You don't just see numbers, you feel things as well. Okay. What's been happening with you? Refilwe? Guys, it's very difficult. I can't just numbers there. Remember, numbers, they're totally different. The way they come to different people, they come differently. But some numbers, they are just so obvious, right? You know the kind of activation someone is going to be going through, the kind, you know, where they're heading, right? You know where they're heading. But anyway, what's been happening to you physically, Debbie? Okay. Thokozani Rumelani. What's been happening to you guys? Remember that I can't just say number 33 means that. Otherwise, I'm going to be going through that road like what do you call it? When you're looking at number 33, there's a book. There's someone written a book with the numbers. Like when you see number 33, it means this bit. But from my experiences, meaning that since I've been working with people, the people who come to me, when my people are giving me numbers for people who are coming in, right? Or when people are activating, even me, when I was going through the activation, I was getting those things. But remember that the way you're getting them, it will show that your path is towards that way. Angel number what? Anyway, that is just that. What did we talk about today? We talked about nakedness. We talked about rich person, Tando, with cartoons of milk. The cartoons of milk bit. Then we talked about what did we talk about? What did we talk about? Okay, the person being told about the dead people. And then we remember that one you need to be, that one you need to be careful with that one. What's that? When I'm saying careful, I'm not trying to alarm you, my level. You need to start observing your dreams to see if your dreams are clear or they are not clear. What else did we talk about? We talked about David driving her car. We talked about Cecilia with the third eye. And then we talked about what happened. What happened with Florence was the naked one. Then we talked about that naked bit. Yeah, guys, remember that all these dreams, right? When we're talking about dreams, when we're talking about our dreams, right? When we're looking at the dreams that our ancestors are giving us, remember that we need to remember that our ancestors are correcting us, like things that are happening to us day to day. They are showing us the way, right? They're making sure that we don't fall apart, right? So what they will do is that they will show you, like if you're behaving strangely during the day, you're like you kind of things are not going right, things are not in order and stuff like that. They'll show you the reason why things are like this, they're not in order, is because of this. They show you through the dreams. It's because you've been like this kind of way. You understand? That's why things are like this. That's why people are behaving like this around you. That's why people are treating you like this. That's why you see like you're trying to get there and you can't reach that stage because of these things. They show you in dreams. Remember that we need to understand that as we are getting these gifts, the gifts are coming with corrections to us, because we cannot carry gifts and not be corrected. We need to be able to use those gifts properly. So it means that we'll be going through this kind of corrections all the time. Corrections all the time. Every day when you wake up, you're doing something the whole day. You're going to be going to bed. You're going to be shown something that, why not, you didn't actually do right. Today, you've gone back to your habits, your old habits, which are not right. You need to correct it, because otherwise it might become like a habit again. Something we've been trying to correct, we thought we corrected. You're going back to that stage again. You understand? So you have to remember that these dreams are about correcting us. They are not about, we need to start worrying too much about this and that. Yes, we need to worry, because we need to worry and correct, reflect, correct. Then when it comes to work, it is obvious. Now, when you're working and you know you're working, this is another thing. When you're working like every day, your corrections are not going to be all the time. They're not going to be correcting you like every day, like too much, unless if they need to correct you because you're failing in your work, right? But if you're, like let's say, I'm giving you an example with me, right? So that you understand how ancestors work sometimes with us. Like if I'm working, I'm busy working, my dreams are going to be full of like dreams related to work, the dreams related to upping up my work, the skills related to work, like they will be showing me things like that. But when I'm quiet, like some days when I'm quiet, like when I'm saying quiet, do not have enough, a lot of consultations, or I'm not training people. So the dreams now, my ancestors, I mean, they don't need to give me too much about the work stuff. Now they'll be showing me dreams about myself, things I need to look at, even things that didn't actually come on my ancestors. Think about other things. They'll be showing you because obviously they need to keep you busy, isn't it? They need to keep you busy. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one that you're not even thinking about. They're even bringing other things that, things that don't make sense to me now. They have to bring them now because I'm too open. You're relaxed. So we're just putting in dreams so that we keep you busy, right? That is how it is like. But when you're busy working, now they have to feed you work-related dreams. So if you're not working at this particular moment, your dreams, a lot of them, they'll be like maybe, let's just say, I'm not saying this is how it is like. Let's just say 10% will be related to work and your spirits, your ancestors. 90% they're dealing with you. They're fighting the system. That is you. Correcting you, like 90%. So the dreams will be like about you correcting 10%. And sometimes when you're really doing really nicely, this is me projecting, but remember that I'm sharing my experiences for you to look at your things. When you're doing nicely, your day to day, you're doing nice. Your ancestors, they can see you're listening to them and stuff like that. You're talking back to them and stuff like that. Some dreams will be like a what they call it. They're like a, when someone is giving someone present dreams. I'm not talking about the gift, like ancestral gift. No, present, like nice dreams. Like you see yourself, they take you on tours around the world. You go on tours, like you see yourself going, learning about other things, being around nice people receiving you nicely, stuff like that, because you were nice, you were doing good things. It's like a present, isn't it? Like when your friend is giving you a handbag, or when your friend is giving you something, a whiskey or something, depending if you're drinking. A guy, for men, your friend is giving you some nice belt, isn't it, for your trousers, or saying, "Oh, this I'm giving this. I was overseas, or I was in the market. I saw this belt, and I think it will suit you nicely, right?" Or hat. Ancestors, they do that. Their hats, their presents, they're in dream format. So you see yourself around the seas, you're there, you're going around, you see nice things you've never even think existed in the seas or in waters and stuff like that, because they're taking you on a tour. They're pleasing you because you're working hard, isn't it? Physically, you're working hard, as in reflecting, going back to there, taking you on these tours. The dreams are so pleasant. Even when you wake up in the morning, you can see, my gosh, people start seeing you smiling all over the place. They don't understand. You were on tour. You were a tourist the night before. That is your ancestors. Then the following day, you had a good day. You were smiling the whole day. Then the following day, boom, they show you. You are like this, my child. Very, very bad. Look at this behavior of yours. Then you ask yourself, I mean, I woke up like I was there touring. I was in different, in the ocean, deep in the ocean, with other things that I didn't even know existed. Now my ancestors are showing me this. Someone is really, really chasing me like this. What the hell? From that happiness to this, you wake up with a mood. What the hell? Your ancestors, they're just bringing something from way back. They're chasing you because they're showing you. There's still that bit of you that you need to look at, but you're still trying to run away from it. You're asking yourself, but why? From happiness now. What is this? What is this? I'm talking about dreams. Remember that. What is this? That's why some dreams, they're confusing. You see yourself, you're happy. Then at that night, that happiness is taken over by this horrible dream. Your ancestors are showing you something, but it's just something that they just want you to be out because they made you happy, isn't it? You were happy, now deal with this one. That is our ancestors. Sometimes they can do that. Remember that I'm sharing with you my experiences so that you look at your things as well to see if yours are like, are they, you start looking at them properly. Like you don't think, oh, maybe things are not right and stuff like that. Why ancestors? They give you nice things. Then they top it up with the bad things. They balance you. I'm not saying it happens like that with everyone. I'm just saying you need to look at your dreams. Try to understand that sometimes they'll make you happy. Sometimes they make you face yourself. Happy, face yourself. Face yourself, face yourself, face yourself. You've had enough. They think, this one, let's just show her something. Then they start showing you nice beats. I mean, they would have dealt with you nicely. Remember that. Okay. All right. Where was I? God, please Phahla on my behalf and let me know when I can talk with you. I truly believe your people will love me. Look, Dave, you can remember I'm gonna be away, so you need to email me, please. Email me because I'm gonna be away, so I might not be able to call you as I would love to call you, because I'll be able to call you while I'm still here. Email me, please. Zulufelo, Dumela Zulufelo and the tribe. Physically, I can't pinpoint anything, but went through a major loss. I lost my fiance of 7 years afterwards. I would wake up at 3 a.m. unprovoked, started seeing double numbers, having dreams of being at school. I will levitate in some dreams that the number sequence of 33 is so significant every day with no fail. I will see it a lot in the space of hours. You are awakening. So you are awakening through that beat. Okay. All right. Remember that with this kind of awakening, right? Sometimes major things happen, right? Things like this, what you're talking about, refueling. You go through like this kind of loss that will push you into spirituality. Remember that everything is, I believe, is everything is what they call it. Everything is set. Everything is set, right? The way that a lot of us tend to go into this journey is that you go through things like this, a loss, and then it will take you back to that beat where you awaken, right? Through the loss, through that pain, you feel that pain that much, you deal with that pain, then it's like in a way to start you awakening. Sometimes we go through that, but as well, I'm thinking you're going through that route as well. But we'll see. I can't say it is like what I'm thinking about yet. How do I indirectly say it? Because I want to tell you something, but I can't say because I've been told not to do that, right? To let people go on this journey by themselves, right? Like not to insert myself, especially when it comes to people's journeys like this. How do I put it? You know, these numbers, they're not gonna be obvious to you yet. But as time goes on, when your people are revealing things to you, you will start to understand them. You will start to understand why you are getting these numbers, why these numbers keeps on appearing to you. It's like a reminder, an unconscious reminder of something to you. You'll become aware of it as time goes on, right? Because now if I start telling you that this is like this, you're gonna be like this, which is I'm thinking now, it will be very bad for me as a healer to do that. But it's like they are a reminder. But this is the thing, isn't it? How do I say it to you? You know, your journey will be revealed to you nicely. It will be revealed to you nicely. right? I should not rush it for you. It will be revealed to you nicely at your own pace. Remember that it will be revealed to you nicely at your own pace. So, but you're on the right track. That's all I can say to you. You're on the right track. Do not worry too much about the numbers. They will become obvious to you as time goes on. Remember that. Okay, that's just that. It will become obvious. Don't worry. That is the only thing I can say to you now. Because otherwise I'm going to start telling you, it is like this, it is like that. And then you're going to be expecting things to be like that, which is not how we're supposed to be functioning, individually. We're supposed to be led by our people. And only them, they know how they want you to walk this road, right? But you're on the right track. That is the only thing I can tell you. You are on the right track. Refilwe, you're on the right track. And those numbers, they're nice, isn't it? You're on the right track. Start observing your body as well. Start observing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Observing yourself, the way you're feeling. If you're feeling like there's some energies happening around, some different kind of things, especially if you're going on this road, this one that you're on. Start observing your body, like everything about your body, changes to your body. Just start observing them and writing them down. If you start to feel those, right? Do that so that you can always tell when things started like going in that way and how long it took for you. Not only the dreams, your body. It's very important to observe your body as well. What you're feeling, right? All right. And Muholo, if I might ask, are you aware of any ancestors that relate with the color purple? Because it is very prominent in my dreams. It could be a bed or flowers or shirts, anything. Not really purple. Sometimes, remember that when our ancestors are working with our chakras, if it is not the ones like remember that sometimes when they're showing you beads, they'll show you colors after that to make you aware that the color we want is this one. Therefore, they'll show you, they'll be making different tricks to show you that color. It keeps on appearing to you all the time. You close your eyes, you see it, you look at when you lie down there in bed, lying down like this, or just open like that, you'll see like they'll show it on the wall like that color. You'll see it, right? When they're just trying to show you. The color we want is this one. The color we want is this one. But sometimes when they're working on your chakras as well, they'll do that. They'll go through the colors. They'll attract you in different ways. So you're supposed to look at the color that is related to what kind of a chakra that will be working with that color. Then you know that your people are working with you on that. Even your dreams, when you're looking at them, you can see that they're taking you to that, or you're feeling the feels of that, or you're seeing the things of that, or you know things that you didn't know about related to that. The blue, the purple color, whatever it is related to that bit of the chakra. But then sometimes when they're showing us these colors as well, there'll be it depends on whatever it is that they're telling you about the color that they like, right? They want you to get. So they'll show you other things. There'll be scenarios in your dreams, and then they'll be showing you that it's related to that color. That color is needed for that beat. Like let's say, I'm giving an example. Let's see, people are fighting too much all the time. They're fighting too much all the time. Your people are showing you the color you need is a purple candle, right? Then you'll see purple candle in there. They're showing you. In the scenario, you'll see people fighting, and then they'll show you, like, use this color so that people don't fight all the time for no reason, right? That will be what they will be showing you. Then if they're using animals as well, in those colors as well, there'll be things happening there that they will show you related to whatever that is happening. That color will be used for that purpose. Remember, you need to observe your dream properly. That is just that. Okay, yes, that will be that. And when they're doing that, is the purple goes with what chakra? Is there chakra that for that purple? I can't remember that. Purple. Is there purple chakra? Which one is the third eye? Yeah, it's third eye. So, and obviously you said it already there that you're talking with your people are showing you that something to do with the third eye. So they're working with the third eye for you then, Cecilia. That's the third eye chakra. So they'll be showing you things. Remember that those things, when they're showing you these colors as well, there'll be things happening that is related to that. Like, are you now becoming aware of things? But you, like you said with the what you were listening to someone talking about the queen, the Asna queen, and you were saying you were emotional as well. So it could be that when that is opening as well, you start to feel like that. You have those kind of things, that you're becoming aware of a lot of things. The third eye is opening, your visions, the dreams, everything. You're starting to open properly because now we're going to the chakras. Now you're becoming aware of a lot of things now. A lot of things. So obviously you're going to be feeling the feels that you're feeling. You understand? So you have to just watch your dreams and see how you are as well, as in mental wise, emotional wise, how things are with you, how you are around people as well, as they're working on these chakras on you. When the people are working on the chakras, but as well, because if you start seeing like this light energy thing, that means they're going up there, because when they're hitting the chakras after that, but after they've hit the heart chakra, from what I could remember, after they've opened the crown chakra, I started feeling the feels, right? And then after, when I'm saying the feels, it was not nice feels. The feels really deep ones. Then after that, when I was starting to be balanced nicely with the heart, I was starting to see all these beautiful things happening around me, all this light, stuff like that. My people are starting to show me big things now. You need to observe your things. I'm told that when I was an infant, I'll cry uncontrollably until my father's mom gave me her father's name. I missed it. It is the third eye and crown, because it is usually people in indigo. See, and indigo is protection as well, because when that one is opening, you need to be protected. Your energetic field needs to be protected with blue. So you're there. So I'm told that my father's mom gave me her grandfather's name and stopped crying. He was powerful healer. What does it mean for me? I know this one happened to my younger brother, not from my mother, from my aunties, because remember, we don't have they are not if I say cousin, the English will call cousin, right? But because it's my younger brother, my auntie, my mom's sister, it's my brother, my younger brother, something like that happened. That's what I can remember. They had to change a name because, yes, sometimes things like that happened where you're being given a name that other people are not happy with. They think the name that suits you will be that. So the child will be crying for the rightful name, to be given the rightful name. Once you give the child that name, the child will stop crying. So it is normal. So it just means that they've corrected it. So I don't think you should be worried about that. What does it mean for me? I stopped crying. He was a powerful healer. So remember that I don't know about the people who that we are named after, that they give us gifts. What I can explain that in using my own experiences, that the person I'm named after is the person who came to me first, the person who received me first in the ancestral realm as a healer. It's the person who received me, who came to guide me into the path, but was not necessarily the one to give me gifts. So was the person who received me. Remember that as people with our ancestor spirits and guides, we are assigned different people. Even though we might be named after particular people, it doesn't really mean that those people are going to be giving us gifts. They might give us gifts, or the other people might give us gifts. And if they were powerful as well, they'll make us powerful as well. Remember that. Don't expect it to be one particular person. There'll be many people, I mean, using my experience, there'll be many people giving you gifts. A lot of people giving you gifts. Some that you don't even know, you know, people like that. So it happens. Right. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. So we're named after healers. And there we are now coming with new things. Oh, I do not want my child or my named after anyone. I want mine to be named after. I want a different name, like this one, like looks like this, because I've seen something I was watching. Okay, I should not be using that bit. Yeah, I should behave myself. Yeah, so these people that we are named after, so they're big. The names that we carry, guys. If your names. Strange things about names now. You just reminded me of something. The names that we carry as well, the people that we are named after. Remember that our people, when they were named, they come with like their own name, their own totem that comes with that name. Not the totem. What do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call it? Something when you the praiser, something to praise the name, like something that goes with that name, like a. That person was like this, like this, like that, and the person who was named, like the person who the person is named after, the name will be carrying that bit of that person, that the original person, right? Then the next person who carried that name, and then the next one until the one that you are gifted with. So the name will be coming with the praise from that, all the people, so you know the kind of characters as well that these people were carrying, they were expected to carry. Even you, because you're carrier of that name, you're expected to, you know, represent the people who had that name before you. Interesting stuff. Okay. When you dream being in a saloon to give braids and the stylist doing the wrong braids and you will leave the saloon without finishing and dream keeps coming back. You need to go back. You need to go in the saloon. You need to go in the saloon and tell the stylist not to do the wrong braids. And you understand? And start leaving things in a hush. It just means that you've got a problem in real life, right? You've got a problem. You let people do wrong things on you, and you wouldn't even talk about it. You get so angry and you live in a half, right? Like that dream. You let people do the wrong things on your head. You let people do whatever they want to do on you, and then you get so angry and frustrated. You do not want to deal with it. You just leave them. Let's just say me, like this. You just come to me and ask me this comment. This is real life. It's not a dream, but I'm taking you to your dream. You come and comment and tell me this dream. And I tell you now, your dream was not in the saloon. You didn't see it proper. You didn't see it proper. You are just lying to me, Huns. You're lying to me. The dream was not in the saloon and you didn't see it proper. There's nothing like that. What you're saying to me doesn't make sense. What are you going to do about it? And I'm being serious, Huns. I'm helping you and your ancestors. You're lying to me about your dream. It's not what you said. You didn't see that. What are you going to say to me? Because I do not believe that dream. There's nothing like that. You can't just go to the saloon in your sleep and someone do your hair like that, what you're saying to me. It doesn't make sense. People don't dream like that once. It's not possible. You need to tell us your dream profile. This one is not possible. There's nothing like this. What you're telling me here doesn't exist. You can't, dreams like that doesn't make sense to me. What are you going to say about it, Hunts? You're going to be angry and leave and leave this session like you did in the dream. What their people are saying is that you need to correct something in real life. You are like this in real life. Like me, I would come and tell you something like this, and then you wouldn't tell me that, you wouldn't open your mouth and express yourself and tell me that I'm talking something that doesn't make sense. It's not common sense what I'm saying. You've just given me something. You want me to look at your dream. So what I'm talking to you about doesn't make sense. So I should stop being like this and be serious, right? And be serious about things and not leave this session, right? That is you in real life. Your people want you to do that. They want you to write on that comment and tell me that what I'm talking to you about doesn't make sense. They want you to be expressive, because otherwise people will do things that you don't like, but you wouldn't express yourself. You will just live in a half. You correct that. Until you correct that bit, you go and sit in that saloon. You sit on the chair. When the hairdresser starts doing something on your hair, you say, wait a minute. Who told you I want that hairstyle? Who told you I want that hairstyle? Okay, since I'm going to be paying for this hairstyle, I want you to do it like this, like that, like this, like that, like this, like that. How much is it? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, do it like that. Oh, okay, I want you to open lines like this, like this, like this. When you're in that saloon, right? When they're finishing, you give them money and say, thank you, you did what I wanted you to do. In real life as well, you're going to express yourself like that. So that is what is happening. They want to open your throat chakra. Anyway, and to deal with that bit, the anger thing, like you can't deal with the situation, you have to leave. I do not want to deal with this. You cannot correct people. You need to correct people in real life. Correct them. And not only correct them, sit still and let your hair be done, because you give them correction, because you're going to be paying for it. Anyway, Cecilia, that's exactly what I did with my kids. They all have their own names, not after anyone. Anyway, we do what we need to do. Remember that as people, we do what we need to do. Yes, because obviously new things, now we want those names that, you know, we're coming up with different names, like this. And when you're looking at that, when you're telling people, my child's name is this, it's like they all have like the name starting with P, or the name starting with C, or the name starting with T. You have to make up names so that you fit that bit. Without, you know, and actually people were saying that if you name someone after someone, it's like you're giving them heavy names, right? Not understanding that you give your children names of their people, so that even you remember that person. That person is not gonna be like, you'll still be there. You remember them when they are being named. You remember that you have people like this, people like that, and that name carries the thing with it, like a totem. You know that these people used to be like this, like there used to be a doctor, medicinal doctor of this, like a psychologist. We're talking about traditional healer. Used to be like a doctor like that, like what they call them, forensic. Used to be a forensic doctor. You understand? Because that child will always remember. The person I'm carrying used to be a forensic doctor. The person I'm carrying used to be a doctor, a surgeon. You know, like those ones who, that traditional ones. Cutting people and putting medicine in their on their blood, so that the medicine gets in the blood system in that. And then we give them different names, new names that are coming in now. and you can't even. Anyway, it's beautiful. It felt like it was a saloon, just in different places, but it's true. I'm not too expressive. No, the dreams like that, Khonsa, is just like your people when they want you to correct yourself. They'll do that. They set a setting, right? So you see that, because obviously if you reflect, you can see that in that saloon, what I did was someone did something wrong to me in the first place. I let them do something wrong. Instead of me correcting them, I just went out angry because I was not happy. So meaning that I've left the saloon. Not only was I not happy, they messed up my hair as well, because they did something that is partially finished. You know, it's not finished anyway. You understand? So obviously you're gonna be out there. People are gonna be looking at you when you're walking there with the other bit of the hair done and the other bit not done. Then you have to find someone to finish the other bit. But then you're very, very unhappy as well. Very, very unhappy and angry. So you understand? Those are the things. Yeah, those are the things. But once they finish with you, once they take you out of the hair salon, you'll know that they've dealt with that. You're gonna be consciously, you know, like they do it in dreams. Consciously as well, you become what you become your dream. You become what you are like in the dream. Conscious, like subconscious becomes the conscious bit of you. The two, they balance each other. You know, if you start behaving right in the hair salon, you're gonna start behaving right as in general with people around you. That's how they correct us. We've gone through all this concept. Don't worry about it. You're gonna do your hair nicely. You're gonna even be tipping the hairdressers, because you can't believe that the way you were correcting them, you were standing like that and telling them, do it exactly like this. You've done it wrong. You need to start afresh. And now, not only have you wasted my time, I'm gonna take some money off because you've taken my time. You wasted my time. But otherwise, I'm gonna leave you a bad review. I mean, I'm talking about in dreams, right? So that they do the things right. We are always being corrected all the time. We're always being corrected. You're gonna be beautiful, you know, because it's braids, isn't it? Nice. That is just what it is, guys. What is happening, guys? You know what I mean? What is happening here? Why am I not getting something here? Guys, what is happening here? It is quite here. Here is it. What is happening here? Didn't... Something is not happening here. It's quite... Here it stopped. But, guys, am I still there? What is happening here? Anyway, it is quite there. Nothing is happening there. Anyway, so that is just what it is. That is just what it is, guys. Remember that if you don't have, you don't want to share. Anyway, I know that you guys are good, and I'm good as well. So, okay, I shouldn't assume that you're really good, but I'm just hoping that you're doing very well there, spiritually. We're getting there, guys. Remember, we're getting there. It's not easy, right? Sometimes it's not easy. Some days are good, some days are not good. Remember that spirituality is like that. We need to be able to deal with the good and the bad of the spirituality. We need to be able to deal with that. And we should always remember, it's just that when you're going through the bad stuff, you don't think there will be the good stuff. But when you're going through the good stuff as well, you forget about the bad stuff. So it's like that, isn't it? Sometimes it cannot be balanced. But we're going to get there. You'll get there. We just want to be in the middle. You know, not to fall on either side, but be in the middle, looking at the good things and remembering the bad things as well. Like, that's why I need to dodge it. I'm looking at the good stuff because that's what I want. Anyway, that's just that. Is there a significance of always dreaming you have long, luscious hair? In reality, I have short hair. Not really for me. not really for me. Remember that the dreams, our people, they play on our weaknesses and our strength. Remember that they do that. They play on our weaknesses and our strength, meaning that they will play on your insecurities. They will play on your what they call it. They'll play on your insecurities and they'll play on some. Anyway, with this one, let me just explain this one on the Mandawe kind of things, because I can't explain this personally, right? I have to explain this like work-wise. Depending on the kind of gifts you've got and what you're gonna be doing. Remember that I'm taking you to the hair, but I'm not talking about hair direct. Sometimes our gifts they require us to be in this other way, right? This other way. So what they will do is that they will show you that beat that you really want too much, even though you don't think you really want too much, but sometimes you really know you want too much. But in a way to show you that you still have that weakness. Like sometimes you tell yourself that I'm gonna be doing everything right the way that people want, or maybe I want to be like this and stuff like that. They will show you that bit about you that you're still, it's either you're lacking or you're insecure about, or you want. You know as a person, how do you think about this hair that you see in your dream? What do you think about it when you see it? What is stopping you from having it in real life? So you understand your ancestors. What is stopping you from having it in real life? Because anyone can have it. I mean, anyone can have it. If you want it, you can have it. What is stopping you from having it in real life? So you understand that they were playing on your insecurities, or they're playing on your what you wish you had, or what you wish you do, what you do not want to see or have in ever. But they're showing you that look at you, given the chance, you'll be so happy. Look at you wearing with this hair, stuff like that. If it was me, that will show me the beat that my ancestors, if they're showing me, like obviously you see I'm with dreadlocks. Now they're showing me with that kind of hair, and I already told myself I'll never have that kind of hair. My ancestors are showing me in the dream with that kind of hair, different, with like 12 inches hair, heels, and so happy, showing off, like, you know, like those kind of things. My ancestors will be just trying to, playing on my insecurities, right? Showing me that, look at you, actually you were so happy in that dream, like that. Even like it's the same as like they'll be showing you like so happy eating meat that you didn't even realize you're eating meat. You are like that, you're still lacking. You understand? So it depends on what it is that they're showing about you. Insecurities and desires. Desires, things like that. So some of us, like here, my people, they keep on showing me, like obviously, remember that I'm giving an example so that you guys open up with your dreams. You look at your dreams like you don't think like it's just like that. Remember that my Mandawe spirits, they really hate this kind of some nonsense. This kind of what they call it when you are it's like luxury, but you are, what they call it, when you have this kind of luxury that is just ridiculous, you are living that kind of luxurious thing, like for me, luxurious, that it really doesn't make sense. I'm not even enjoying it. But remember that my dreams are about correcting a lot of things that are not supposed to be, like things that obviously the Mandawe spirits are teaching me about, like you know, people are supposed to live like this amongst each other. You know, you need to live like this. In general, that's what they're teaching me about the environment that I'm living in. So when I fail a dream is when they will show me in the dream that I'll be so excited, like I've got the biggest house on the street, like bigger. The house doesn't even, you know, like even going up, it's got the story after story after story, like so many that I can't even reach the highest one. But I'm so happy in that dream. that's when I feel the dream. My people will be showing me. But what is this luxury? What they call it? I mean, what they call it? John, what they call it? Like sorry, honey, I'm just quickly. You know when you're living like like the spirits, the Mandawe spirits, right? They don't like me to be over extravagant.
You got it.
I got it, over extravagant, for no reason. So they'll show me when I fail. The moment I see myself so excited, ooh, I've got everything in this house. Ooh, everything is just there. It's me, it's mine. Ooh, look at it. The Mandawe spirits will be showing me that I'm still lacking. What kind of spirits am I carrying with this kind of behavior? I mean, what is this? They're teaching me about how we're supposed to be building, how we're supposed to be living, how we're supposed to be treating ourselves, the environment that we live on, how we're supposed to be building. And here I am in the dream, so excited I don't even know how to get to the highest of that highest point in my house. That's when I fail my dreams. They're using my weakness because I want those things, isn't it? Really, like real life, I would love to live in that. But then with the Mandawe spirits, they show me that I cannot live in that because I have to represent them. Obviously, like I do not know if I will not what will happen. But they will show me that like I'm like that. I still need to correct that bit of me. You understand? And you still need to correct that bit of me. You know what I mean? Guys, these dreams, they play on our insecurities. Like the things that we want more. You understand? Talking to you makes it easier because it can be lonely when you have no support, no mentoring, you don't understand or know anything. I'm immensely grateful for you and your people. Oh, thanks, Cecilia. Thanks, Cecilia. I'm feeling like that as well. That's why I'm enjoying these sessions. I'm feeling like that. I'm enjoying these sessions because I can be myself amongst the people who understand this bit. Yes, we are in this together, Cecilia. So, Phahla, you want long hair, but I can't stand fake hair anymore. Anyway, my people show me how terrible the hair is for us. They say we wear in people's burdens, curses, and sins. One day my wig just but then they are showing you in the dream wearing that. You see what is happening with you. You have always dreaming of have long hair. You see what is happening, what they're doing to you. So you see that's what they do to us. So that until when you see that you're not gonna be like there drooling, like I want that. Oh my God, that looks beautiful. You're gonna be looking in that dream, looking at that hair and thinking. Remember that, guys. We are not saying that people who are wearing it. We are talking about our experiences, our gifts, and what they come with. What comes with our gifts. Remember that. Don't be here and be thinking we're talking about these things and you're living in that big house and you're thinking what is Makulu saying. This is my gift. My gift doesn't require me to be like crazy extravagant because they're trying to teach me about how people should live with each other, right? Remember that bit. Because we remember on this, we are sharing our experiences. Someone might be starting thinking, I need to, what am I going to do with my mansion? That Nakatlukhulu is telling us like it's extravagant. It is for my gift. They're teaching me about things like that. That these are the things that have actually caused human beings to want more than they need. Right? Therefore, because they want more than they need, they start even taking from others. And they keep on taking from others until others have nothing. But you want to be standing in that big, huge mansion, running up and down the stairs, going up 5 floors of whatever it is you call it, while others are struggling, they are suffering there, while you could have shared. Not everything. Shared. Not only are you killing people cannot breathe with that high things. You are obstructing people. People cannot even see the sun where it's coming from with the big building that you built. Guys, remember that I'm talking about my gifts, and here I am not saying that you should not do the things you want to do. Anyway, that is just that. To this day, I still have not found it. Okay. And I was alone. I decided to rock my natural hair so bad, but my hairline, I cut my hair down. I hope it does better. I also got some supplements. We'll see. Now, in the dreams, it is always my own hair. Even in today's dream, I looked. My cousin is all natural. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I haven't noticed. I haven't actually. That's interesting. That is interesting. I haven't actually looked at myself recently. How I look in the dream. Gosh, this is an interesting topic. I've been dreaming about myself, but I haven't been looking at myself. But I've been like in the dream, but I haven't been looking at how I look, what I'm dressed, how I'm dressed, and what is actually happening. Hey, but that is interesting. Hey, but so I can't even tell you what I've been looking like in my dreams of recent. Because I've seen that yesterday's dream, I was doing the dancing. But I didn't see my face and my hair. I mean, like, it is you there, right? You're doing all these things, you're in the dream. I haven't been observing myself like that. Strange, isn't it? Strange. I wonder how my people are dressing me in my dreams, how they're making me look. Strange things. It's actually taking me back to what I was thinking about as well early today in the morning. I was thinking that most of my dreams actually they are at home in South Africa in the village, and I'm hardly seeing my dreams here when I'm here. And I'm thinking, what are my people saying here? What are my people saying here? Why are they not putting me only when they're taking me to these places, they're taking me around the world, they're putting me in the streets with names. Oh my gosh, how do my people know these places actually? It's another thing, isn't it? But you know who's taking you there. But most of the time my dreams are around the village, but the houses are not the same as the ones I know in the village, but I know that I'm at home, right? At home. But they've created some other different kind of housing kind of things, my ancestors. Anyways, strange. Dreams are so interesting, isn't it? It is a dream I have had for 2 years. Most of the dreams, I look in the mirror and see the long hair. Some healers in the past say looking in the mirror is what? Is people stealing your soul? Hey, me, I look shame. What do you mean you look in the mirror, people stealing your soul? I don't know. I think when you're going on this journey differently, it's going to be different for everyone. Remember that. It's going to be different for everyone. Because some of us, sometimes our people, they have to validate certain things through the mirror, right? They have to validate certain things through the mirror. Some things you're validated through the mirror. Not like you go into the mirror and to look at yourself. No. You're there. Probably you're brushing your teeth. I'm thinking about me. Brushing your teeth, then you see something else. You're thinking, You understand? So the validation, they have to use the mirror to validate something to you. I do not know about people stealing your... remember that maybe I'm still learning. But... You mean people stealing? You mean people stealing? You mean in the mirror? You're looking at the mirror in your dreams and people are stealing your dreams in the dreams. What is actually happening with that? When you're looking at the mirror in the... I do not know. Who's there? Who's in there? Guys, I'm gonna be leaving at 3. This I would have spent time with you guys. Remember that this is, but I don't think I'm gonna be doing this 3 hours when I'm at home there. Hey, with that kind of that, unless if I wait until, because I think, I don't even think I will be able to do that. That would be just too much. I'll have to wait until midnight, I think, to do those live sessions, the 2 hours and stuff. Because Jesus, data there. Anyway, we'll see how he's gonna go, how he's gonna end up, Maybe I'll be able to use someone's Wi-Fi because I ain't buying that expensive stuff. Anyway, that's what it is all about. So, guys, it's been nice, isn't it? We've been having a great time khanyising each other. Remember that we are here to khanyisa each other. Remember that we are here to khanyisa each other. To khanyisa each other. I need to khanya. I need to khanyisa you, and I need you to khanyisa me back, because you're khanying there too much, full of too much of that light within you that you need to share through the comment section. So that's what we're doing here. Remember that. You doing that. We are part of that, the soul, not the one stealing. I hope you guys are not stealing my soul through this, because you know, watching me there and saying things like stop stealing something of me. There are so many tricks that as people we are doing now. I was actually even wondering that I heard about some people, they was talking about you can actually do something, like someone can look at your picture and do something to you looking at the picture. That's the time that that's the time that I'll get to my ancestors. If that happens. Anyway, well, if it happens, I probably will not even know. So guys, that is just what it is all about, isn't it? So I hope you guys had a good time, and we'll talk again. I'll try and be here again tomorrow, right? Be here tomorrow if I can, if I've got the energy, right? So, but tomorrow I won't be doing it like that. I'll be guided if I'm here to do it. So Tobela Tugoza Mulmele Kamakunda Khanyang and Khanyang.